One of the stars, the new stars of Grey's Anatomy, actor Harry Shum Jr., and his unique path from dancing in iPod commercials to breaking into Hollywood with a role on the hit TV series Glee and making it big on the big screen in this year's Oscar Best Picture winner, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I recently sat down with him to talk about his new role on one of TV's most iconic series and why making it as a TV doctor is making his mama proud.
I do want to talk about your role in Grey's Anatomy, but I want to start with the Oscars.
Yeah.
Because, first of all, your tux was fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
You looked amazing. You were there as part of Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was a huge night for Asian Americans. Can you tell me a little bit about what that was like from your perspective and if you're still feeling that buzz?
Yeah, I mean, it still feels very surreal. I mean, the whole year of how this movie came about, to the love that was received by people watching it in the world, and I couldn't imagine what it is for like Michelle, Daniel, Stephanie, and James, and Jamie, and just Key, like seeing them pour their hearts and soul onto receiving an award. How, one, grateful, and also how timely it was, and in a lot of ways of it very much parallels to, I think, Asian Americans kind of in Hollywood just not being able to ever feel like they had a place in it, and to kind of see that happen within a year, in a culmination of like everything that has been leading up to it was just so beautiful.
You mentioned a little bit about creating a space for Asian Americans. You've been in this industry for a while now. Can you tell me a little bit about how the Hollywood landscape has changed since you started? Like
10 years ago, it was a very, very different landscape. The jobs were very limited, and there was only place for one or two. And to see now how it's become, there's so much more opportunities and stories to have a place for Asian stories or not Asian stories, very American stories. It is my background, but it doesn't define me. I think right now, people are kind of able to choose what story they want to tell, and I think that's most important.
Can you tell us a little bit about your dancing days? Fun facts about your career, though. You were on tour with Beyonce. Mm-hmm. What was that like?
It was, you know, I got into it like a week before they left tour, so it just was a whirlwind because I had to learn like 16 dances, like in a week.
She doesn't play around.
She does not play around.
Is that your first love?
Yeah, no, I just loved movement. I remember when I was a kid, I mean, there's a couple of reasons other than watching it as an art and being like enamored by it, you know, at a young age. It was not something that I thought I could do. It was more, I think I was pushed to the point of when I moved to America, English was actually my third language. So not being able to speak it and know the culture, it was very difficult for me to communicate with people. And it was this, I guess, another language that really helped me grow as a person.
And you were also in those old school Apple commercials where you're the silhouette.
It was one of the harder things to do because, you know, you couldn't just dance like this. You had to dance like this because it's silhouette, you know, and you got to show every line. But I ended up doing like 6 or 7 of them.
I do want to talk about Grey's Anatomy. Mm-hmm. You are now in the Shondaland family.
Shondaland.
Tell me about Dr. Kwan.
Yes, Dr. Kwan, he is, you know, when we introduced him, he was definitely someone who was a little overly confident.
What happened to you?
Grazed with a brick.
The one thrown through the window? Has anyone ruled out a head injury?
Trying to prove himself constantly, very competitive, and I think, you know, there's space for someone who is obviously hiding something, or not even in a bad way, but just not knowing how to really channel his compassion, because that has to come out in some way, shape, or form, and sometimes it comes out very poorly. He's a doctor who does care, obviously, about his patients beyond just getting to the top, and I love the season that, you know, we're getting to see the growth of not just my character, but the character, the other interns as well.
And there's 19 seasons of the show. I mean, it's been going on for like decades now at this point. What is that like to join such an iconic show and an iconic cast?
It's like watching something from afar. It's kind of like watching people like enjoy a nice meal, and they keep talking about this food that tastes so good, this restaurant you have to visit. And then when you finally got to eat it and you got to be there and you got to enjoy this experience, it's like that staple restaurant that's been there for so long, and there's a reason why they've been there for so long. I think it really feels that way. They lean right into it and really explore what it is on a human level, and humanizing a lot of doctors in a lot of ways. You know, when I was younger, you look at doctors, you're like, oh yeah, they're superheroes, they can do whatever. No, they know everything. And it's like, yes, on that subject, but they still have to deal with everything else that's around them. I think it's just really cool to pop into something that you're the new person there, but also enjoying the benefits of all the hard work that they've done over the years.
Yes, it's been going on for so long, but there's so many chapters and there's new characters being introduced. So it's a journey that the audience has been on with you guys.
Yeah, it makes me so happy is hearing people who have watched the show for so long and still care, and it brings a comfort to them, because not only the characters that they've fallen in love with, and then the possibility of kind of, am I gonna like this person or am I not gonna like this person? And I think the writers do it interesting to kind of give you a whole roller coaster of a ride. Like, yeah, you probably won't like this person for a little bit, but I think just showing that everyone has a good quality if you stick around long enough, and if they are around the right people, and if they're given the right situation to really show their true colors, and colors that I think would you didn't know that you would like. But I think now, playing a doctor on TV, that my mom's maiden name is Kwan, so she's over the moon. She's just like, my son is a doctor, and it's like my maiden name, like it just makes her so happy.
Everyone's happy, right?
Yeah, everyone's happy.
You got a doctor in the family.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can catch Grey's Anatomy Thursday nights on ABC and later on Hulu.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.